Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, the temperature's a bit hot today. I just had like a choking fit, um, which prolonged me starting the reading a little bit. What's the time now? It's 13:03. Okay, it's just hot, and I was just contemplating about going outside to calm down, to cool down. Should we have a look at today's energy? Let's do it. Okay. Oh, I've got chills. I've got chills now. Thank you. Who just called me down? That's really nice. Okay. We have a knight in shining armour here who looks like he's determined to charge after something. I wasn't actually planning on using them cards, they're just sitting here with that Knight of Swords charging towards the random cards. Okay. So let's start today's message with the random cards. Oh, I felt a really strong karmic energy. It was kind of like, okay, what's the issue today? It says a song on the bottom here. What's the issue today? And I felt like, is it the same old issue, the others? That's what I felt like. Let's have a look at the radio and see what's playing. Amazed by Lone Star. Okay. Amazed. Okay, let's read these lyrics. That's interesting because I feel like this is a message to the Divine Feminine. I feel the Divine Masculine is a bit hot-tempered. And I actually feel like these lyrics are for the Divine Feminine, but it's something to do with the karmic energies. And the karmic meaning like the others who, it's the karmic lessons that we need to learn before we can actually move forward. So it's our own blockages that are getting in the way. Anyway, let's read the words to Amazed by Lone Star. Every time our eyes meet, this feeling inside me is almost more than I can take. Baby, when you touch me, I can feel how much you love me, and it just blows me away. I've never been this close to anyone or anything. I can hear your thoughts. I can see your dreams. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you, it just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life with you by my side forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. The smell of your skin, the taste of your kiss, the way you whisper in the dark. Your hair all around me, baby, you surround me. You touch every place in my heart. Oh, it feels like the first time, every time. I want to spend the whole night in your eyes. I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you, it just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life with you by my side forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. Every little thing that you do, I'm so in love with you, it just keeps getting better. I want to spend the rest of my life with you by my side forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, oh, every little thing you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. And I have this really hot sweat on. Oh, okay. Should we have a look at your emotions? I get so emotional, baby. Look, we really haven't got any cards out yet and we're already on a roll. Okay. We're worried. Why are we worried? I just saw payday. Worried about finances, maybe. Oh, okay, there's no maybe about it. Someone's worried about finances. Exhausted. Overworking. And the more that you try to generate money, make more money, the opposite will happen. You're putting too much effort into It's not about making money, it's about attracting abundance. It's the mindset. Okay, you need to be thoughtful of your words, of your thoughts, I should say. And why are we disgusted? I feel this disgusted energy as in, okay, two things. First, the karmic was coming through. Disgusted. This is about not meeting expectations. So if someone's generating money, maybe if they're the breadwinner, what's that mean anyway, breadwinner? Devilish. Well, let's have a look. If they're the breadwinner and they're not bringing home enough bread, then they may, well, you may feel well, not worthy. Oh, it's the bread maker. What's the breadwinner? Breadwinner meaning a person, oh, it is a person who earns money to support their family, typically the sole one. That's a lot of responsibility. When Roland's grant ran out, Val became the breadwinner. When Roland's grant ran out, Val became the breadwinner. So it feels very much as if there's a masculine here who is supporting the family. And he's worried and he's exhausted. And now, well, maybe now you might watch your thoughts and manifest yourself some abundance. The thing is, it's going to be difficult to manifest abundance if you're in an environment where money's not respected or distributed equally in the eyes of the divine. So you won't get any money. Because you know, they know it's going to be wasted. There's a karmic energy that basically, let's say you won the lottery. Let's say you won the lottery, divine masculine, you won the lottery. Or maybe your karmic won the lottery. Let's say you won the lottery. They've already got plans on how to spend that. Now, this was coming up yesterday about the divine, how much money that's waiting in this little pot for you is immense. But it's not going to be given to you until, for one, you drop the worry about money and the lack of it and not having enough to go around to even survive. Definitely root chakra issues here that need to be looked at. Finding your balance. You need to ground yourself. Go and hug some trees, do some dancing. Meditate. And bring yourself back to your centre. Okay. Because it feels here as if no matter what you do, divine masculine, you're just not living up to the mark. Okay. Let's have a look at this worried energy. I don't have pulled any tarot cards yet. This cycle is wrapping up. I can feel it in the air. It's just too much. Let's look at this worried energy, puppy love. When I saw the disgusted energy, I said I felt that there was a karmic energy, and then there was actually this energy of being disgusted with yourself, choosing money over love. In the end, it didn't turn out to be a fair trade. Okay, so we're worried. Puppy love. I'm seeing a PC here as well, so worried about being in trouble with the police. Okay, exhausted. And like I said, it's like it's just enough now, so the ego has turned itself to God and said, please help me. Help me, please. I repent all my sins. It's like, please help me, because that's Judgment Day. And you get to a point where you're just exhausted, and most people actually go through their transition, if we should say that, normally when they are like in the depths of darkness and there's no other thing to do but pray. The lesson we have to learn, if you want to generate, because most people pray when like the shit hits the fan, well, you should be praying. And I've done this well, I do it every night, but last night I was thinking about some things before I went to sleep, and it was like, oh, I even had to remind myself to do my prayers. It was like, oh, okay, right, before we go to sleep, and I'm like kind of, hi, I just wanted to say thank you for, and then I went over my day and showed appreciation for all the things that I witnessed that went in my favour. And even the things that you kind of feel are not in your favour, there's always that lesson to kind of feels like you kind of scurry around and search for the lesson within the Discord. Oh, Discord, that's interesting, because we had the group of Discorders on last night. I went and had a chat with them. That was very interesting after I got off my live. See, when I don't, like, I'm not on Discord, but my daughter is, and the rooms get quite busy, but you can actually see their faces, so you can talk to them. And so I went and had a little session with them. Not long. Very interesting energy that was around. So it's kind of like having a look at your triggers and kind of, okay, well, what's the deeper meaning behind this? So we are thoughtful. We're watching our thoughts. And by focusing it looks like all of your attention, and it's not just that, but it's an intention. It's an intention to choose work over love. That's what you're intending to do, Divine Masculine. That was your intention. It's like love is just too much. Well, actually, it seems like the table's turned, and it's exhausting trying to scrape around for money. I want to say every month. Okay. So you choose love. And when you choose love, then you just feel abundant and looked after. There is none of this insecurity. I was actually thinking about this last night before I said my prayers. And it was about, does this stuff really make you feel safe? It's like, does your partner really make you feel safe? Does your home really make you feel safe and secure? Your family? Your friends? And it's time to kind of like, none of it does. The belongings, the property, the car, the furniture, the image. It's like, does any of that make you feel safe, secure, and like all your problems are solved? No. Because it all comes from within you. It's only you that can make yourself feel that way, and that only comes when you have this knowing that you are protected and guided and you're here for a divine mission. So why would anything go bad for you when you're here on a mission? Okay, so it's got a bit cold now. Hi Jasper, come down for a drink. So thoughtful, now we've gone into the hermit energy, living the down. It's a good time for you to have like a self-examination and have a look around you and see whether or not you actually attracted what you have. Did you put your focus upon it? And that even includes illness. If you've been putting your focus upon illness, especially other people becoming ill, you might as well write out like their death sentence now. You just put your intention on worrying about someone being ill. You don't want to manifest that. You need to think well-being, and that starts within you. Okay, so we have discussed it. Sex on legs. You've held your back. Yeah, you've held your back. You've held yourself back. Could be with sickness. Anyway, we've got the devilish energy here. So it looks like we're trying to get you up and running. Through the veil of illusion. You're through. Card number 21. The ego, as soon as the ego turns itself over to God, it's like you've surrendered. You're through the veil of illusion. It's very cold now. It's very cold now. Okay, could we have some sunshine, please? won't hit those random cards just yet. I'm going to use the Tarot to Go. Okay, Divine Masculine, where's your get up and go? Oh, it's in you. It's all about your mindset. Okay. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Okay, I'm going to clear the table. I don't want to work off of that message anymore. Apparently. Well, that is quite apparent, isn't it? Okay. We don't really want to use words like disgusted and exhausted and worried. We have to watch our thoughts, because that's the devil fucking around with you. Okay. False evidence appearing real. Okay, Tarot to Go. Let's do this. Three of Rods, you are waiting for your manifestation. You're waiting for your boat, Divine Masculine. You're calling it in. This is like you're just mastering the skill of how to. The Magician, that's how. So you have the support of the universe, and you have the power of Source that's reverberating through your veins, apparently. Okay. That will be something to do with your health. Okay, this has been coming up, lava, but like clots, blood clots. You might have formed yourself some blood clots in your veins. So it could be like varicose veins. Okay, before you go to bed, send your little men to work. Send your Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Okay. And they can work inside of you, internally. So get them ironing out, or however you look at dissolving whatever it is that you view to be your issue. The divine has some more pressing issues for you to be getting on with and thinking about than your bloody veins. Straighten them out. So this is very much about you actually taking your power back. Remember, they're saying. Remember that you have the power. Now you have a star energy here, and I'm feeling a karmic energy because she looks just so dazed and it's all just falling through her hands. So I feel like this one doesn't have a bloody clue. They're saying that this is the key. This is the energy that you need to ground in. This is just like wishful thinking. This is someone who just wishfully thinks. But then there's a contradictionary thought. Why are we talking about vocabulary now with the dictionary? It's something to do with the wrong terminology. So have a look at your environment. That's what I want to say, Divine Masculine, because it could be someone else that's manifesting in your environment for you. And it all depends what brainwave you're on. Okay. I can give you an example of this, which happened during the week, is my daughter Megan. She's quite fired up about some political stuff, to be honest with you. It's an area that I don't tend to put my focus on, and she's talking about money and how, like, it would be good if we just had a moneyless system. And I tried to say to her, can you just kind of not focus on, like, there needs to be no money, like, because you're just attracting that. If you're putting your focus onto money, that's what's just going to keep arising, as in a negative way. as in money, not the root of all evil, but how about we should just be working for our passion and not just to earn a living so that we can survive? That's her kind of theme on it. And I said to her, it's something about your wording. I said, and I'm trying to work it out as well. I'm reading Ask and It Is Given. I said, because it's something about what we're actually saying. We just need to tweak something. And Jamie actually said, yeah, she bloody needs to, because she's stopping my flow of abundance coming in. And I went, oh. So he had noticed that actually he was suffering when he's on like this, what should we call it, a winning streak. It's not, it's a running streak. It's when you're in momentum. And it's like the water pump. So for you to get the water up from the well up into the pump, it takes a lot of momentum to get that pump like going and the water to get pushed up. But once you've got the momentum going, it's easy, isn't it? It just flows. But you let go of that pump and it goes right the way back. And it's just so much more effort, where you just need to keep kind of like the consistency. But first we need to put ourselves up on our own thoughts. And whether or not we're taking on other people's energies, perceptions, beliefs. And then we have Judgment Day. Let's read these cards. The Three of Rods. A dignified man watches from the shore as ships return to the harbour. Trade and bargaining are on the horizon. Although compromise is necessary, you are negotiating from a position of strength. And that's the position you want to be. Okay. Let's look at the Magician energy. Ruled by Mercury, the messenger of the gods, a strong man lifts a wand while the tools of magical practice are set before him, signifies the channeling of life force from above to below. This deeply masculine card suggests powerful energy. The Magician has the ability to summon new ideas. Then we have the Star energy here. I should show you these. Coupled with the sign of Aquarius, just as a young woman pours water, Aquarius pours forth creativity and new ideas. So I feel like this young woman, she's pouring water, and we've been speaking about the Aquarius sign and how the Divine Feminine, the Empress, I just opened up to the Empress before I got to the Star. So coupled with the sign of Aquarius, this is a Divine Masculine 9, what he can actually achieve and manifest being with the Divine Feminine. Just as a young woman pours water, Aquarius pours forth creativity and new ideas. So I want to say this young woman, she doesn't really produce much. Her knowledge is not, I don't want to say that she's not intellectual, but not when it comes to her own inner being. This card denotes hope and inspiration, perhaps from an unexpected source. The foundation is sound, change is natural and balanced, a bright future is in store. So this card denotes hope and inspiration, perhaps from an unexpected source. And I feel the masculine is actually feeling this from the Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, stay hopeful. You are the inspirator. So this card denotes hope and inspiration, perhaps from an unexpected source. Then it's like you're feeling happy, Divine Masculine. You got your happy back on. There's definitely this energy of being reborn. And I heard the message coming through about you remembering. Are you remembered that you're a cherub? A cherub rides a white pony through a field of sunflowers under a benevolent sun. I believe you may have had a dream, and they're asking you to remember. Solar energy is powerful and fulfilling, so it may have been a daydream rather than a nighttime dream. Bringing growth, contentment, and positive energy. Happy relationships and satisfying creative endeavours follow. That was my ankle that just clicked. Could be the time to expand your horizons professionally or socially. And then you put yourself forward for Judgment Day. Just open to the King of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment. Ruled by Pluto, the god of the underworld. And I've got that devilish energy that was showing itself. An angel sounds a trumpet, suggestive of the final judgment. There's your confirmation with the little birdie. So ruled by Pluto, the god of the underworld, an angel sounds a trumpet, suggestive of the final judgment. This is a card of transformation. A fresh start is possible. It is time to forgive and forget, or perhaps do some soul searching. A promotion may be in the works. Time to do some soul searching. And then we have the Hermit energy. I didn't even realise the Hermit was there. Holding up that star. And this is the kind of karmic energy. It's like, what am I going to do with this? And the Magician saying that this is the root of your issue. This is the root of all the evil that's occurring in your life. It's not evil. It's just fear that will manifest around fearful people. Okay, so let's read the Hermit. Associated with the sign of Virgo, the natural healer of the zodiac, an old man leaning on a staff holds up a shining lantern. He shows the way to wisdom and enlightenment. This strong healing card suggests looking inward, seeking the inner path, an opportunity for self-knowledge. It says an old man leaning on a staff holds up a shining lantern. So he's having to lean on a staff around this. I want to say this feminine because it's the star energy. If you have a look, actually, for one, he's got her kept hidden away. I don't feel it's a divine feminine energy. This is an energy of this person's holding the divine masculine back. He's quite embarrassed. And he's like carrying this little caged bird, maybe. And maybe this bird needs to be set free. Because she's just not getting something. And the gentleman, the old man, it says that he shows the way to wisdom. It doesn't say that the star in this lantern shows the way to wisdom. It says he shows the way to wisdom and enlightenment. This strong healing card suggests looking inward. So stop looking at this star for direction. It's only you, divine masculine, that knows what your next step needs to be. So this strong healing card suggests looking inward, seeking an inner path, an opportunity for self-knowledge. Let's get these random cards. 1331 is the time. There's a card in here that's in reverse. I don't know if it's going to come out or if I'll get to see it again. Well, we've got two silver cards and a pink one. And then there's a grey. That isn't silver, that's grey. It's grey. I said it was grey. That's grey. That's not silver. Tease me, please. Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby, till I lose control. Tease. Oh, there's the upside down. Oh, I have a funny feeling this card might say, you are my sunshine. It might do, but it's in reverse because this is just grey. This feminine is not the divine masculine sunshine. It's not his moonbeam, his ray of sunlight, his golden star, none of that. Oh, in reverse. Oh, it's a movie. Interesting. It's a movie that's playing out. A horror movie. Is it? Well, let's have a look. Because we're feeling grey. You're going to have to you'll get to the end of the movie. It does end. That movie energy here can be about this one, wishful thinking. This is really the energy of, like I was saying about, well, if I won the lottery, a lot of people's success relies on, well, that will only happen if I win the lottery. I mean, seriously. And I am really serious. You can say to people, they say, I'm happy where I am, I don't ever want to move, and I'm not going to change anything in my life, I'm very content. And you can say to them, well, what if you won the lottery? And I go, oh, well, that would be different. Oh, right, so you're only going to dream, once you've actually won the lottery. They won't win the lottery because they don't know how they're going to actually spend the lottery winnings. And that's why a lot of people don't get to hold on to the prosperity. They get all that they're worth, and it will be taken away as quick as that. Okay, so it's actually about being knowledgeable on how the laws of the universe work. Right, let's have a look, because these are silver. It says manipulation. Interesting, because I felt like your manipulation was golden. Now it's silver. So there's not so much of an effect. This is about searching for the silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. Let's have a look at this other silver card. Book. Look in a book. What book do I have that's close? I don't. Have a book in here. Look in a book. Oh, this could be a spying energy as well. As I felt also Facebook. Okay, because I don't have a book to hand. Well, we have the little tarot book. That's interesting, because that card's not even in the deck. Look on the book. Okay. We have the Empress, we have the Magician, and then we have the Three of Cups. This feminine, I don't know, is she aware of the divine feminine? She's coming across as being quite stupid, if she is. Dumb. So this could be about her not actually seeing the signs. This is someone who is quite content to live how they are unless they win the lottery, and then their life might change. Might do. Very unlikely, but with putting all your eggs in one basket, as in being based on your success will be if you had a windfall. I don't know what this card is here, and I don't know what it says on the card, and I need to hold it up close. But this card isn't in the deck. What does it say on there? I can't beat that. I know I'm going to see better when I watch it back with you guys. What does she have there going on? She's on the back as well. I don't know what that card is. Why is she pulling back the curtain like that? Ali something, that's what it... Can I make sense of this? No, but she's on all of them. But she's not actually part of the deck. She's on the front here as well. So she's part of the mix. Manipulation. It's time to take a look, a close look. Let's look at this pink card. A daughter. Very interesting. Oh, this could be a daughter that will obviously be affected and drained by negativity. It's like the karmic repercussions are hitting the family members. because the masculine here, he actually has two others with him. Looks like the little one there, oh, he's holding his hand out for judgment. I'm not sure about the daughter here. This could be the little one here as well. So like a new life. But then there's some manipulation that's actually coming from a daughter. Whether or not she's aware that it's manipulating what she's doing. I feel like she might be manipulated. Okay. And following maybe this star, this role model who, okay, it felt like it was a trap. Okay. I don't know. I don't really like where this reading's going now. So tease me, please. Okay. Well, let's have a look. I want to see what Archangel Animal's with you. The comics back in town, comics back in town. Ding. But we just deal with it, shall we? Because it's just, until we deal with it and we clear the energy, it's still going to show its ugly face. And that's what a fearful, depressed, unsatisfied face looks like. Ugly. So mean, girls. It really is. Fugly. Ugly. It's just, I don't know, because there's just this, the word disgusted. Okay. Well, if that's how you feel, you're best to not be around it, and then you won't feel those feelings of being disgusted. And if it's not appealing and pretty and satisfying to look at and be surrounded by, then you know what the thing to do is. And you have a dolphin. Live joyfully in the present. Archangel Jules. The dolphin energy. Dolphins originate from Lacumae, the ascended aspect of Sirius, and carry the keys and codes of the highest frequency time of Atlantis. Their gift is to pass these into the oceans with joy and lightness, so that anyone swimming can receive them. Okay. Whether you're swimming in the ocean or taking a sea salt bathtub, you need to visualise that the dolphins are with you, because they are. Okay. Despite being highly evolved, certain Atlanteans who held the sacred crystal technology that powered that continent caused its downfall. They were given the opportunity to earn redemption by taking dolphin bodies so they could safely store the technology but not use it. To watch over them, some angels of Atlantis took dolphin bodies. All this karma ended in 2012. And I believe 2012 was actually last year, 2020, I believe. Although it could kind of be this year, couldn't it, if you turn the 12 around. So all this karma ended in 2012. But there's something about the years kind of like 2012 is really, I thought it was 2020, but anyway, you'll have to do your own research into that. Now all dolphins are wonderful healers. They raise the frequency of people to enable them to restore their own divine perfect health blueprints. They also bring through the gold ray of Christ at a ninth dimensional frequency to light up the waters with higher love and teach echolocation. The importance of dolphins is such that an army of sharks, whales, rays and turtles protect the sacred information they carry. You are protected. And you're swimming in the sacred waters. That's how we ended last night's live. The wisdom of the dolphin card reminds you that you are a special, highly evolved being. Throughout your long soul journey, you may not have been faultless. No one has, but that is past. You are now a light bearer, carrying sacred geometric keys and codes from this and other universes. Dance and play. Do what makes your heart happy. To know that, guys, So no one's been faultless, and that's all in the past now. But you are a light bearer, carrying sacred geometric keys and codes from this and other universes. Dance and play. Do what makes your heart happy. Your task is to lighten up and be joyful and gracious as you spread your wisdom. Bring through the gold ray of Christ and you will automatically heal others. Also, know that no one is perfect. So keep your heart open with understanding and forgiveness, especially when it comes to this energy holding you back, Divine Masculine. You have the keys within you and the codes that you're here to share this lifetime. If you don't remove what's in your way, Divine Masculine, it will be removed. That's when the tower hits. It doesn't need to get to that stage. You can do this. Okay. Also know that no one is perfect, so keep your heart open with understanding and forgiveness. Spoke about the gold here. Your task is to lighten up and be joyful and gracious as you spread your wisdom. Bring through the gold ray of Christ and you will automatically heal others, including this being and the children and manipulation. Fear tactics will all be healed. But it's like you need to take the stand. Okay, dolphin. Or a bath. Or a swim in the sea. Should we have a look at your energy? It's 1:44. Calling all light workers. A broken heart. Card number 9. Grief and loss. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Okay. Mother Mary. We shall end with this message, guys. Our Lady of Radiant Grace, card number 33. This card has been coming up. I recognise it. I remember it. Do I remember the message though? It's always good to be reminded. The descent of my grace changes everything. Your body, your mind and your soul are brought to life in new ways and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child. When you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, no thing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly and expansively. There shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. How beautiful. Told ya. See? I told ya. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is divided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games and fear. This is part of the test of being human. Come on, where are you going to go? Just in there? Okay, I was going to call it a good boy. A good mucker or good boy. Good boy. This is part of the test of being human. We were born to rise above these humiliations and disparagements, to become stronger than them, wiser than them. In doing so, we help liberate others as well, showing the way, a more authentic and healing way to live. We were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace. And the voice is reverberating. It's a very deep, echoey voice that's reverberating through my vessel as I'm reading this message. Even with powerful and marvellous wings upon our back and the perfect current in the air through which to soar into freedom and exhilaration, if we do not trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. To live into our divine destiny, which is so much nobler, more compassionate, kind, emotionally rich, creative and rebellious than modern culture would have us believe, we need to trust. We need to trust that we are enough, that we are worthy of receiving. This is not some misplaced sense of entitlement or belief that the world owes us or that the suffering of others only matters, if at all, when we have all our own needs met. The spiritual grace of the Holy Mother does not revolve around immature tantrums or thwarted egos. That's my daughter laughing upstairs. We just laugh at it, okay? The ability to receive what this oracle speaks of requires the genuine, heart-centred realisation that the divine lives and breathes as us and wants to come to full expression through all that we are, unique talents and quirky visions included. For this trust to manifest, for us to be freed from self-imposed prisons that would lock us into fearful doubt and confusion, we need the radiant grace of Our Lady. That radiant grace is sunlight, cutting through cloud and illuminating the earth in golden light. That grace is the joyful gasp that erupts from your lips when you witness a spontaneous, beautiful moment in the natural world. That is the grace that lifts us. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within is actually not locked at all. That grace is the chappelle we need to kick the door open and dare to step outside. It is the Divine Mother standing on the other side of the unlocked cage door that we have just kicked open, beckoning us to join her. She stands there in a lush field of wild flowers, hair blowing in the wind, calling to us. She says, "Come here, beloved of mine. Step into this wild world with me. We have so much to share together and with the rest of the world. Let's go rattle some cages. Freedom awaits all of my children." This oracle comes to you at a time when, whether you are conscious of it or not, a greater spiritual embodiment is upon you. This will take great courage to accept. You are not necessarily feeling control or understand some of the changes in relationships and life circumstances that happen as a result of this greater divine presence manifesting within your being. These changes are manifesting through the Mother's grace to allow for you to be free. Remember that freedom does not mean being alone. Freedom comes with a sense of living your destiny without obstruction. That will include having deep and connected relationships that feed and nourish the soul. Allow the mother to flow into your heart and be with you as you trust in what is unfolding now through her radiant grace. Okay, what's the healing process and affirmation? We should do it today. You feel the dark red earth beneath your feet, and it feels solid and supportive. A warm breeze moves about your body, and the light is golden. You sense Mother Mary standing beside you, dressed in red robes, flecked with gold. She smiles at you as though you are her oldest friend and passes you the edge of her thick red cape. The cape is heavy and strong, and as you hold it, the warm breeze turns into a strong wind. Together you run like children and leap into the air, lifted and free. Stay with this sensation for as long as feels good for you. When you are ready, your feet gently touch the ground once more. The red, rich earth beneath your feet feels solid and supportive. Finish the healing process with this affirmation said aloud, preferably 3 times. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. And again. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her gaze. Through her gaze? Through her grace. Final time. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. And I am going to leave it there. Okay, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys soon. How long? 52 minutes, 7 seconds. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.